Hello everyone, welcome to this new video on our channel. In this video, I'm going to explain a little bit what would be the difference between a simple breakout on ORB and a retest. So we break out, we retest the range, and we take the trade. So those are two different concepts that I'm going to dive into this video and explain how they work. So let's jump to that chart. I'm here on NASDAQ. I'm just taking an example last day, so the 27th of February. And before we start, let me just remind you about how our ORB strategy works. Basically, I'm gonna track the 15 the first 15 minutes of market open. I'm gonna highlight the high. I'm gonna highlight the low, and basically this low and this high will be my reference. As soon as I have a candle close outside this reference, I'm gonna take my trade. I'm gonna try to take a trade of one risk to reward ratio. And if the trade didn't close before 23 o'clock, when the market closed in Central European time, so basically it's GMT plus 2, I'm gonna just close the ticket or just close the trade. In this example, for the 27th of February, let me first highlight the high. So these are my three candles, 1, 2, 3. I'm on a 5-minute time frame, and this will be my low. So in this case, basically what happens, as soon as I'm breaking out, let me zoom in. This is a valid breakout. I have my candle that closed. I can just go take a trade, a long position. I'm gonna enter here. My stop loss would be the range low, and I'm gonna aim 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. However, if you see it here, I'm not gonna hit my 1-to-1, and simply my trade would gonna close basically at the end of the session. So somehow I'm doing a 0.5% profit. Okay, so now let's talk about the retest. That retest is basically I'm gonna break out of the range. I'm gonna wait until we retest the range or lower level. I'm gonna discuss this with you at a later stage, and then enter a trade. So for my example here, if I'm just retesting the range and I'm just waiting for a breakout also the range. So here I have my breakout. I will not enter here. I'm gonna wait the price to go back to the range. So I have my entry just here. Let me remove this and let me take a long position just at the high of the range. And if I aim 1-to-1, so basically here we have passed from a trade that will close by end of the session and gaining around 0.5% to a trade where I'm gaining a full R, and it will be closing much earlier. So if I just take some notes, I have a candle breakout trade that would generate for me around 0.5% at the end of the day. However, if I take a breakout plus a retest on the high of the range, basically this one is generating for me a 1%. And I can go much further, meaning instead of just waiting a retest on the range high and low, I can go and do a retest on a deeper point inside my range. If I take a Fibonacci as example, and I'm just gonna highlight my high and my low like so. All right. And in this case, for example, if I tell the EA, well, you know what, or I'm doing a trading, and you know what, once I break out, I'm gonna wait until I have a retracement. Example here, a 30% of the range. And if I wait really a retracement and try to take that trade here, well, my risk to reward and my winning ratio would be a little bit higher. For example, here on if I take the same stop loss, so the low of the range, and I check how much R I can get from this trade. Basically, I can get up to 2.3 R. So it's simple by just using the breakout and retest to lower levels, this is giving me 2.3% when I'm testing the 38% range level. So this is just an example showing how we can use this breakout retest entry in order to maximize our profit. If we take another example, let me go. I'm just gonna check where I have a good retest just to give you an example. The idea is not to tell you if this is profitable long term or not, just to give you an example, help you with the logic and profitable or not long term. We're gonna discuss this in a video once we release the new set on this type of entry. So here is a good example. Basically, I have my high of the range. I have, let me activate the magnet, the low of the range, and I have a breakout just right here. I can simply just take a trade, and frankly speaking, it's a good trade here. So not the Fibonacci, but this one. I'm gonna take this one, and here at the end. And if I extend it, I'm gonna do really good amount here. So if I leave it to close basically at end of the range, I'm around at approximately 1 to 1.5. If I want to hit the maximum, let's say I'm at 2 risk to reward ratio, which is very good. However, this is a simple breakout. Now let's talk about a retest. So retest, for example, here, if I am out and I'm retesting, I'm not going to gain a lot on this setup unless I'm using, for example, I'm going to trade the mid of the range and not the high of the range. In this case, if let me take back my Fibonacci, I'll put it right here. And in this case, if I just enter at 50% of the range, which is just right here, tag, let me remove my magnet. Entry at the low of the range. And here from 2%, frankly speaking, we're gonna do a lot more. And even if we let that trade close, so here I'm already at 6%. And even if I just let that trade close at the end of the range, so I'm gonna do this like this. So here we're already at 3.78%. So the idea is, and the retest is really to wait the price to go out and to go in. Those are examples how we can do the retest entries. Let's jump back to 27th of February and talk more into detail how we can use this strategy. Let me remove the trade, let me remove the Fibonacci. Well, when we are doing a trade or a retest, we have two things that we need to think about. One, what would be the level the price gonna reach outside my range to tell, okay, now we have a good breakout and I want to do the retest. One simply is I have a candle close. Once a candle close, so I can just go back, do the retest and go up. The example that I have done. But also we can have another way to do it. The other way to do it is based on levels. So if I take just the range size that I have here, I'm gonna tell my trade, well, you don't trigger before you reach 1 hour. So I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do any trades until I reach 1 hour. And in this case, basically, I'm reaching 1 hour here. So that's great. I'm arming my trade. I'm waiting. So I have a kind of a buy limit that is set on the range low, and I'm just waiting for the price to come back, revisit this. And in this case, basically my trade would enter at, let me put it 1 to 1, would enter only right here. And if I keep it like so, so I have a 1 to 1 hit at the end of, before the end of the session. So this is great because I'm just defining when we can start looking to buy again and when the price get into this buy again level, well, we're buying and we're putting a trade. And here I need to just talk a little bit about the ORB Revolution EA. Basically, all what I'm get explained. So first, putting a normal strategy, which is doing an ORB strategy, is supported by ORB Revolution. Also, we have the different type of these breakout that are supported starting version 1.5. So I really invite you to go and check it out. You'll have a link that will appear on the top right. If you don't know what is ORB about, that's your opportunity to know. So it's gonna support you in doing simple breakouts without candidate confirmation, with candidate confirmation, and with a retest mechanism. Knowing that in the retest mechanism, you can simply set where you can start looking at a retrace and the trading out. And also when you are looking for a retest, where would I put my entry level? And this you can really configure it based on your range size and put it anywhere inside the range, outside the range, below the range, etc. So it's up to you to see how to configure this. It is really an amazing tool that is gonna help you to create a super good portfolio using ORB strategies and breakout strategies that are proven that they are long-term profitable strategies. So don't hesitate to join the community. We'll be happy to help you, support you. And until next time, if you like this video, I'm counting on you to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.